Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 55. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Season number 101 of the NFL might have been the most unconventional yet, but we have made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown a champion. And all of us here at EA Sports so proud to bring you Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's a matchup full of intrigue. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, we know how difficult it is to go back-to-back in the NFL. Few have succeeded in doing so, but here are the Kansas City Chiefs, champions of the AFC yet again, trying to lift that Lombardi Trophy.
And remember, this is a franchise that played in the first ever Super Bowl. Then they ended up winning Super Bowl IV, which was 50 years prior to winning Super Bowl 54. They didn't want to wait another 50 years, so they went ahead and made it back this year. What a great run for this Kansas City team.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their fourth appearance, but all coming since the year 2000, Charles.
They've been in it 3 times total, right? Lost 2 prior, right? Lost once in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Mike Holmgren was the head coach of that team. And then they lost that heartbreaker to the New England Patriots when Russell Wilson was picked off. But the win...
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
And now here is the offense onto the field, as their first involvement will be a 2-point conversion attempt. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And what qualities really attracted Kansas City to move up to get Patrick Mahomes? We know it's the big arm. He got that from his dad, a former major league pitcher, but also has the moxie and the ability to move outside of the pocket and make any throw you want, across body, all the way downfield, the short stuff. This guy's got it all.
A first carry now. This is Williams. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
26, Damian.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere.
He was taken down by...
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script, if they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. Fielded at the 20.
Holding, receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now it's Carson. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that one will be accepted. Wilson. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that's going to push him back half the distance.
Automatic first down.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's the end of the first quarter.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Chiefs, nothing.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To Chris Carson.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Pass. Complete to Devontae Freeman.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dorsett's got it. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again is Wilson. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown Seahawks. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Seahawks add on to their lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Again, Wilson. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Here's Hardman on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins.
Mahomes pass.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And going deep for Hill. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
Rolling to his left, airing it out for Olsen, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Come on, man. But I can't go.
Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Wilson will throw again. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. On the move to his left. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, you'd be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 2-point conversions, and now they're up 24-0. So essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. On first down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Receiving team. Automatic first down.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play, but you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Dorsett, it's complete. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He's going to take off with it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Good job, good job.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Hardman on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Terrell Suggs. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. As Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now. And
normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
On first down, it's Carson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run again with Carson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Hardman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
know, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey, and he'll get it down here to the 43. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.